start by attribution modeling. So the question to you guys is, let's say on day one, I came to your website through social media. On day two, I came to your website through, let's say, a paid campaign, paid search. Then on day three, I came to your website through email campaign. Day four, I came to your website through direct channel. That is directly typing the name of your website on in the URL bar. And then I purchased something for, say, rupees 4,000. So my question to you guys is, which channel should get the credit of this purchase? Which channel do you think was responsible for this purchase over here? Day 4, direct channel? Is that what you mean, Priya? Anyone else? Keshav? All integrated, every channel should get credit? Okay, now see, this is a very, very difficult question to answer. So don't worry about it if you do not have a right answer. In fact, I don't even think if there is one right answer out there. Uh, so there was a time when I was used to be a big fan of Real Madrid. So it's a Spanish football club. They are one of the best clubs out there. Okay, so I have got this clip over here. Okay, I would want you to just go and see this clip once. It's going to go ahead and pause it in between by itself, but this is by design. You will see how fast this team can actually go out and score the goal. So did you see this goal? Did you all see how the goal was scored? Now, if I ask anyone out there who scored the goal, everyone would be saying it was a striker who scored the goal, right? The guy who actually tapped the ball in the net in the last moment. But if there's a football manager out there, for football manager, it's very difficult to go and understand who actually scored the goal. Because if you think about it, the move was initiated in the defense and then was ball was quickly passed to midfield. People who were running with the ball had a role to play, but at the very same time, people who were running without the ball had a role to play as well to go and distract defenders and to go and move into spaces. And then finally they went ahead and then passed the ball to attacker before the attacker actually just quickly went ahead and just gave a pass to striker who had to just go and tap in the ball in the net. Did you see it? Every player had a role to play over there, correct? So in this kind of a situation, it becomes very difficult to go and find out which one player actually went ahead and scored the goal because everyone had a role to play and everyone actually played to their role. So how can you go ahead and just measure somebody's effectiveness on the basis of goals that they scored? Similarly, when we go ahead and talk about our marketing strategies as well, every channel has a role to play. So it becomes very difficult to go ahead and find out which one channel should get the credit of this kind of a purchase. Does it make sense to everyone? Ratish, Priya, Alekhya? So for this reason, Google Analytics provides us 7 attribution models to choose from. What are these models? Number 1 is last interaction. Number 2 is first interaction. Number three is linear. Number three is last, non-direct interaction. Number four is linear. Number five is last paid search. Last paid search. Number six is time decay. And number seven is position based. These are the seven models. Let's go and talk about all these models in a little more detail. Let's go and start by last interaction. This is very, very simple, which would make the most sense. I believe it was Priya who said that the last channel should get the whole credit. In this attribution model, this is exactly what we do. Last channel, which provided the conversion, will get the full credit. So what happens over here? Direct channel will get the credit of rupees 4,000. Does it make sense to all? Simple enough. Next up is first interaction. What happens over here? First channel which got the user on our platform will get the full credit. So in this case, what will happen? Social media will get the full credit of rupees 4,000. Does it make sense to all? Last interaction is last channel. First interaction is first channel. Alekia, make sense? Keshav, Pratik? Thank you. Next up is last non-direct. Now, before I tell you what happens in this attribution model, let's go and let's go and look into one of the industry in a little more detail. Let's go and talk about the challenges that the industry is facing. Go and talk about hotel industry. Tell me the top three challenges that it is facing in terms of marketing. Who's going to tell me that? What are the top challenges that it is facing? Rely on third party, okay? What do you mean, Keshav? Do you want to expand a little on that? Social platforms, okay, no direct selling. Need to go to make my trip. That's a very good, Keshav. So the top three challenges that they are facing right now are number one, Airbnb. How many of you have heard about it? Heard about Airbnb? So that is their one of the biggest challenges that they are facing. Yes, Keshav, kind of that. No, Pratik, okay. What happens over here is this is like Uber of homes. So what people can do is they can actually go for and list out their apartments for rent. This is what happens in Airbnb. Just go ahead and open. Up. So in Airbnb, what happens is, so if you want to go to Boston, let's say, uh, let's go and search for. So these are just homes. This is not hotels. These are just homes that people have put out for rent. Okay. So this is a huge challenge because for people it's cheaper because now they do not have to go ahead and rent out for a whole for expensive hotels. At the very same time, because this is like an additional income for people because they are just renting out their homes, so it's good for them as well. Does it make sense? So it's like Uber for homes. The situation is so bad that almost as much as 30% of bookings in places like uh, Boston, Houston, and some of the better places happen on Airbnb rather than on hotels. So this is how the bad situation is. Number two, second biggest problem that they are facing is customer retention. Now think about it this way. Uh, do you go to the same hotel twice for vacations? No, right? We don't. We'll explore new options. So what happens is like, see, I am a very typical Indian guy kind of a thing. So what happens is that I go to this. I have if I go to a restaurant right now, I have my order fixed. I mean, you can take me anytime and I will go ahead and order the same thing. That is chicken butter masala, two lachha parathas, sirke wale pyaz, vinegar onion, and hari chutney. That mint sauce. That's it. My order is fixed even now. Whatever I'm going to eat tomorrow, day after tomorrow, whatever, whenever I'm going to eat out, my order would be this. In fact, if I go and like a restaurant, I have no issues going to the same place again and again. So this is what happened with me. When I got married, I took my wife to this really nice place. She liked it as well. She liked the food, she liked the ambience and everything. So 15 days down the line, I asked my wife again that if you want to go out to dinner once again. She said, yeah, why not? I said, let's go to the same place. And she said, no. And I asked her that, but you like the place, right? She said, yeah, I like the place, but now I would want to go to a different place. I don't want to go to the same place, right? So you go to the same place again and again, Priya, or you want to go and explore? So for the very first time, I came to know that there are a lot of people out there who would love to explore. In fact, same place? Yeah. So you also same place. So for the very first time, I realized that there are a lot of people out there who want to go to explore, who do not want to go to the same place over and over again. And in fact, there are more people like that and lesser people like us. So people do not go to the same place twice, specifically in hotel industry. So what happens is, yeah, that's what happens with me, Keshav. I mean, I like that place, I like the food, I like the people. So why don't we go to the same place again? But no, it doesn't happen like this. In hotel industry, as much as 90 to 95% customers never come back. Can you believe it? 90 to 95% customers never come back in their hotel. So there's a huge problem for customer retention. This is why you might have seen that all these hotel groups are actually coming together to go ahead and have this whole loyalty program. For example, IHG, um, loyalty program where many hotels come together and they go and offer you loyalty programs. Have you seen that? So you can get rewards, you can get loyalty points and all these kind of things from for hotels as well nowadays. So that's number two. Number three, and like Kesha very rightly mentioned, except in liquor, right? So like Kesha very rightly mentioned was OTA, one of the biggest challenge for hotel industry. What is that? Online travel agencies like Make My Trip, Yatra, Trivago, all these are online travel agencies. Make sense to all? So why they are the biggest problem? Around 60 to 70% bookings come through OTAs, these online travel agencies. What it means is that hotels have to give major discounts to OTAs to since they are getting bulk bookings, right? Which means that their margin would take a hit if people come through OTAs. Correct, everyone? Their margin will go down because they are giving major discounts. When I say major discounts, I mean 30 to 40% of discount. What does it mean? How would they go ahead and address this challenge? To go ahead and address this challenge, what they have to do is hotels have to ensure that more and more people come through their direct platform, that is through their website. Correct, everyone? They would want people to come directly on their website and make a booking from there. Right, everyone? In an ideal case. But directly going to a website and purchasing from there would be epitome of loyalty. Correct, everyone? If you directly go to a website, let's say flipkart.com, and then buy, it means that you have some degree of loyalty with the brand Flipkart. Correct, everyone? Guys, yes, no, maybe? Pratik, Keshav, does it make sense? Priya, Pratish, Alekhya? So, which means that something great must have happened in the previous session. That's why you went directly to the website. Correct? Correct, everyone? Something amazing would have happened. Then only people go directly on the website. Else people don't go directly on a website. Correct? If we go and look into the journey that we had social, then a person came from paid search, then I came from email, then I came directly, then I purchased something for rupees 4,000. Right? This was the journey. So something great must have happened when a person came before this direct channel. That is when that person came through email channel. This is why next time this person is coming through direct channel. So in this case, if the last interaction is direct, then channel before it will get the full credit of the purchase. Does it make sense? In our case, which channel will get the full credit? Think about it. Which channel will get the full credit? Email. Absolutely correct. Does it make sense to everyone? Email will get the full credit of rupees 4,000. Make sense to all? Why we need it, how it operates, everything makes sense? Great. Next up is linear. Linear is very, very simple. What happens over here? Credit of the conversion will be distributed equally among all participating channels. So what it means? Again, if I go ahead and think about R, we'll get rupees 4,000 for this linear or credit of the conversion will be distributed equally among all participating channels. So what happens over here is, this is my journey. So every channel that is social will get rupees 1,000. Paid search will get rupees 1,000. Email will get rupees 1,000. And direct will get rupees 1,000. Does it make sense to everyone? Every channel will get equal credit of the purchase. Guys, yes, no, maybe? So we are giving credit over here, right, Ratish? That social is getting credit of rupees 4,000. So this 4,000 conversion has happened. I have to go ahead and give a credit of this purchase. Which channel should get this 4,000 rupees? Right, Ratish? Great. Number 5 is last paid channel. So what happens over here? It's very, very simple. This is the journey. Last paid channel will get the full credit. In our case, paid search over here, we'll go ahead and give full credit of rupees 4,000. Does it make sense? Paid channel will go ahead and get the full credit. Simple as that. Number 6 is time decay. Again, what's the journey? This is the journey over here, okay? How the credit would be distributed, let's go ahead and look into that. So, last channel will get 50% of the credit. Channel before it, that is second last channel, will get 25% of the credit. Then the channel before it, that is third last channel, will get 12.5% of the credit. Then the channel before it, that is the fourth last channel, will get 6.25% of the credit. Then the channel before it will get 3.125% of the credit. You see, it is making half of the first channel, right? This is what it is doing. 50%, then 50% of 50% would be 25%, 50% of 25% would be 12.5%, 50% of 12.5% would be 6.25%, 50% of 6.25% would be 3.125%. Does it make sense? So that's the formula over here. Over here, 100% of the credit is never given. Okay, so what happens in our case is that that first of all, direct channel will get 50% of the credit, which means direct channel will get credit of rupees 2000. Then the channel before it, that is email, will get credit of 25% of credit of conversion, which means it will get rupees 1000. Then the channel before it, that is paid search, will get 50% of email, so which means it will get rupees 500. Then last is social, which will get 50% of paid search, so it will get rupees 250. Does it make sense to everyone? Yes, full credit is never realized. Does it make sense to all? So this is how we will go ahead and distribute the credit. Number 7 is position based. Again, this is our journey. Now over here, if we think about it, this attribution model was specifically created for startups, specifically in especially e-commerce sector. Why? For these companies, customer acquisition is as important as customer conversion. Correct, everyone? For smaller e-commerce companies, customer acquisition is also very, very important. So what happens over here is the formula is very simple. The formula is always 40, 20, 40. What it means is first interaction channel will get 40% of the credit. Last interaction channel will get 40% of the credit. And rest 20% will be equally distributed among other participating channels. What does it mean? It means in our case, social will get rupees 1600, direct will get rupees 1600, rest is 800, which would be distributed equally among paid and email. Paid will get rupees 400 and email will get the credit of rupees 400. Does it make sense to all? How the credit is distributed in position based model? Guys, yes, no, maybe? Sure, Priya, I can. So to go ahead and address the problem of attribution of success, which by itself is a very, very complicated problem, Google came up with 7 attribution. models. Percentage is not customizable over here, Keshav. This is how it is. You cannot customize it. So Google came up with 7 attribution models. All right, Priya. First is last interaction, in which all credit is given to the last channel, whatever was the last channel. Second up is first interaction, where the whole credit is given to the first channel. All right, Priya. Next up is last non-direct, which is, by the way, also the default model of Google. Google actually goes ahead and distribute credit on the basis of this last non-direct attribution model. In this, what happens is that it checks if the last interaction is direct, then the channel before it will get the full credit of the purchase. Okay, Priya? Right, everyone? So it will check if the last interaction is direct, then the channel before it will get full credit of the purchase. Not clear, Priya? Tell me, where is the third one is not clear. So what happens in last non-direct is, which is by default Google Analytics main attribution model. What happens over here is, like, we have a journey over here, that social, paid, email, direct, and then a purchase of 4,000 rupees. Right, Priya? So it will go ahead and check if the last channel was direct, then the channel before it, that is email, will get the full credit of rupees 4,000. Okay? Why it happens? Because, like I explained you, that every business wants people to go ahead and come directly on their website to make a booking, to make a purchase. But directly going to a website means a person had a great experience before coming on the website. Right, Priya? If somebody is coming directly on the website, it means something amazing must have happened in the last session. So therefore, not to the direct channel, but the channel before it gets the credit of the whole purchase. So this is the logic behind it. Make sense, Priya? Great. In linear, what happens is that the credit of the purchase is equally distributed among all participating channels. What it means is that we have 4 channels which made a purchase of 4,000 rupees. So every channel will get the equal credit, that is 1,000 rupees each. Very simple. Second up is last paid search. Paid search will get the full credit of this 4,000 rupees. As simple as that. Okay, Priya? Next up is time decay. Now, what is time decay? In this, what happens is that last channel gets 50% of the credit. The channel before it will get 50% of the last channel. So that is 25%. The channel before it will get 50% of the other channel. So 12.5%. Then 6.25%. Then 3.25%. Right? So this is how the credit is distributed over here. Hence, the 100% credit is never distributed over here. It is never realized. So what happens in our example? Direct will get 50% of the credit because this was the last channel. So it will get rupees 2,000. Email will get 50% of direct. So it will get rupees 1,000. Paid search will get 50% of email. So it will get rupees 500. Social will get 50% of paid search. So it will get rupees 250. Make sense, Priya? Yes, no, maybe, Priya? These are fixed numbers. These numbers are fixed: 50%, 25%, 12.5%, 6.25%, 3.125%. These are all fixed. Last is position based. Again, numbers are fixed, but this is specifically created for new e-commerce ventures where customer acquisition is as important as customer conversion. So what happens is over here is that first interaction through which a customer was acquired will get 40% of the credit. Last interaction through which a customer was converted will get 40% of the credit, and rest 20% would be equally distributed amongst all other participating channels. So what it means is that social will get 1600 because this is our journey. Social was the first one, so social will get 1600. Direct was the last one, so it will get 1600. That is 40% of the credit. Then paid search and email will be getting 10% each because rest 20% is distributed amongst all the participating channels. So both will get rupees 400 each. Make sense, Priya? Great. Keshav, I did not understand your question. I'm sorry, yeah. Can I do like whichever channel it comes, it should be shown as social or direct? So only social and direct should be getting the credit. Is this what you want, Keshav? Hmm. I don't think we can do that, Keshav. I don't think we can do that. That no matter what, social and direct should get the whole credit. It has to be one of these seven attribution models that we need to use. So Google itself will go ahead and define it. I will go ahead and now show you the reports, how we will go ahead and get the reports, okay? So let me go ahead and show it to you. Yeah, this is what I'm going to tell you now, Prateek. Okay, so where first of all we will go ahead and get these reports. So in conversions, these are multi-channel funnels. Can you all see it on my screen? Can you all see it on my screen? Great. I'll go to multi-channel funnels and then this model comparison tool towards the end. Can you all see this? So I'll go to model comparison tools. So what I can do is right now last interaction is selected. I can go ahead and select first interaction over here. I can tell that I would want to go ahead and see conversions and values. And I want to go ahead and see the change in conversion value. Let me just go ahead and increase the date range over here so that it makes a little more sense. Okay. Can you all see this report on my screen right now? Now, one thing that you would notice over here is that direct gives you a lot more conversion when this is the last interaction, not so much when it is the first interaction. Whereas organic search is giving you a lot more conversions when it is first interaction, not so much when it is last interaction. Can you all see this? Correct, Priya. So what it means is that organic search is best to acquire customers. For customer acquisition, organic search is the best. Whereas for conversions, final conversions, the direct channel does really well for me. Make sense, Priya? Organic search is even better than paid search when it comes to customer acquisition over here. Right? So this is how we can actually go ahead and understand which channels to use for customer acquisition, which channels to use for customer engagement, and which channels to go ahead and use for final conversions. That is the whole purpose of all these attribution models. Does it make sense? Guys, yes, no, maybe. So this is the purpose of. So again, like I showed, you don't have to go and do any kind of a calculation. Google Analytics will do it by itself. It will go and get the numbers. It will go and do all the calculations and will show it to you. You don't have to go and do anything. You just need to go ahead and know what has happened in the background size, right? If you know the background size, then you can actually go and take the decisions. Okay, this is what we need to go and do. If you don't know the background size, it will be very difficult to read the report. But you don't have to go and do any calculation. Make sense to all? Yes, conversions is number of purchases, the number of transactions. So in place of 4,000, it's the different value over here, Priya. Because mine was just an example, right? It was just an example of rupees 4,000. So over here, whatever was the revenue, that is just distributing revenue in all other channels. So if I want to go ahead and see non-linear and non-direct, what I can see those are models, right? So what I can do is I can change the model over here. So let's say from first interaction, I can go and do last non-direct. Can you see this? And this is what I'm able to go ahead and see. Right, guys? If I want to go and put linear, again, I will go to model and I can go and put linear over here. Does it make sense to everyone? Over here, I can see which channel will get how much of credit according to which kind of a model. Great. Should we do a case study now? You want to go through these introductions or you remember it? You want to read these introductions or you remember all these things? Things like that you need to read it, right? All right, let me know once you have read it. Dan Keshav, thank you. Thanks, Satish. Thanks, Pratik. Thanks, Priya. We have done it, Priya. Is this what you're saying? We have just gone through the. Okay. So this is the case study. Can you all read this Noob's Day Out? By the way, anyone else who's still reading it? Neeraj, Dan. Okay. So I can now go ahead and show you the question. Can you all see this Noob's Day Out? Yep. This is what we are doing, Keshav. This is what analytics team is supposed to do, right? All right, everyone. So all of you do have access to my Google Analytics account, right? Pratik, you don't? Okay, give me your email address, your Gmail address. Whosoever doesn't have, please give me your Gmail address. We'll also go and show you how to go ahead and give the access. Very simple. We'll go to the account, property, the view. You have not done earlier case studies, Pratik, Alekhya. Add users. All right, all of you must have gotten an email saying that you have got the access on Google Analytics. So go to analytics.google.com and you will be able to go and see the exact same data. Go to analytics.google.com and you will be able to go and see the exact same data. Can you all see the exact same data, guys? Great, Neeraj. How about others? Super. So I'll put up the question on my screen. You have Google Analytics on your screen. Let me know what you guys think, okay? Pratik, ensure that you have digital marketing and all website data selected over here, okay? So you see this where it's written all website data, you click over here, you will get a menu over here. Make sure you have digital marketing and then all website data selected over here. And you will be able to go and see the exact same kind of dashboard. Can you see this kind of data, Pratik? Go to analytics.google.com. Analytics.google.com. Once you go over there, you should be able to go and see the exact same data. Straight like yeah. So you have to go through different reports to get to answer this question, like yeah, okay? So let me know, guys, what do you guys think? Should we go with Rajni or should we go with Jaisana? Okay. Okay, Priya. Thank you. Okay, Pratik, give us a bit of time. We will go ahead and discuss it together. Okay. Looks like this is the first time that you are doing any case study, right? Don't worry about it. We'll go and do it together. Okay. Give us just 5 minutes. So, guys, 5 more minutes. Tell me what you guys think. Should we go with Rajani or should we go with Jaisena? Super Keshav. Great. Super Keshav. Thank you. How about others? Neeraj, Ratish, Alekia. Thanks, Neeraj. Okay, maybe we need to go ahead do it together, right? Alekhya going with Jay, Neeraj going with Rajni. Super. We have got a divided house. All right, number one, we will do what? We will go ahead and find out the objective. What was the objective of the business? What was the business objective, guys? Absolutely correct, Ria. What was the business objective? To increase traffic and conversions. Does it make sense to all? Agree with it? Guys, do you all agree? This was the business objective. Now, what was your problem statement? To find out if Rajni's strategies increased traffic and conversion. Right, everyone? This is what our job was. Now, when I say traffic and conversion, what are the KPIs that I'm talking about? Remember, we talked about our KPIs last session. With the KPIs, guys, traffic KPIs would be users, sessions, and conversion KPIs would be conversion rate, goal completions, and goal value. Does it make sense to all? Because on my account, goal value is like my revenue. So else it would be revenue, transactions, and conversion rate. So these are my KPIs, right? So first of all, what I will do is I will go to my audience overview report. Okay, Prateek? Making sense, Prateek? That's where I actually go ahead and see my numbers, my traffic numbers, which is very good, right? 15,000 session, 10,000 users and all that. But I will actually have to go ahead and look into the report. What it says is that my changes got an effect on February 29th. Okay. So I will see data from March of 1st, 2016. How many went ahead and changed the date range over here? And the changes were revoked on 1st of May 2016. So I will go ahead and check it till April 30th, 2016 for 2 months. All right, everyone. Did you guys change the date range over here? Guys, yes, no, maybe? Great. So this is what you will be able to go ahead and see. Now, is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? We don't know if it's good or bad, right? What we'll have to go and do is we'll have to compare. Remember, year on year comparison, we talked about the seasonality impact. How many of you remember that? Right? So I will go ahead and compare it with previous year and then we'll click on apply. Once I do that, this is the report that I am able to go ahead and see. Now tell me, is it good or bad? Prateek, is it making sense? Now tell me, is it good or bad? It's bad, right? My sessions are down by 28%. My users are down by 65%. My KPIs are actually down over here. Correct, everyone? Users and sessions were my KPIs. My KPIs are actually down over here, right everyone? So, see, there's a red flag over here in this report. See, can you go ahead and catch it? There is something which is not making sense over here. Returning visitors, okay. I tell you what, if my users decrease, what should happen to my sessions? Tell me, if lesser number of users are coming on your website, what should happen to your number of sessions? Come on, guys, think with me. Keshav, what do you think? If users decrease, my sessions should also decrease. Correct, everyone? Right, Priya? If my users decreased, my sessions is also decreasing. If my sessions decrease, what should happen to page views? That should decrease as well, correct? My page views should go and decrease as well, correct, everyone? Now, what's happening over here? What's happening in my report? My users decreased, my sessions decreased. What is happening to my page views? They are increasing, correct, everyone? But page views are actually increasing. Now, if with lesser sessions, my page views are increasing, what it means? My pages per session, what would happen to my pages per session? Would it increase or decrease? This should increase, correct, everyone? If with lesser number of sessions, I'm having more page views, my pages per session should increase. See, my pages per session is increasing. Guys, yes, no, maybe. If people are seeing more pages in a session, what should happen to my time spent in a session or my average session duration? What should happen over here? They should increase as well. What is happening over here? Ah, this is increasing as well. That too by 650%. That's a phenomenal increase. Okay. So if people are seeing more pages on my website, if they're spending more time on my website, what does it mean? If people are seeing more pages, if they are spending more time, what should it mean? What would it mean? Would it mean absolutely customers are more interested? Correct? If I am having customers who are more interested, what would happen to their return frequency? How many times would they return? They will return more often. And this is why if you go ahead and see what's going on in my return visitors. Earlier, my return visitors were just 7.5%. Right now, my return users are almost 57%. Can you all see this? So even if my traffic has increased, it seems like I am getting more relevant users on my website. Correct, everyone? If I am getting more relevant users, what would happen to my conversions? What would happen to my conversions? That should increase as well. Let's go and look into conversions, goals, overview. Now tell me, if you were Rajni and you saw this kind of a report, what would you do? If you were Rajni and you saw this kind of a report, you will start jumping up and down. This is phenomenal, right? Your conversions increased by 228%. Your revenue increased by 423%. Your conversion rate improved by 350%. Isn't it amazing? Guys, yes, no, maybe you would start jumping up and down. But if you were Jessina, what would you say? You would say, dude, you are checking data with last year, which was long time ago. I had already known about the problem and was fixing it. Rajni was just lucky that she came at the right time when my changes were taking effect. Right, everyone? This is what Jason would say. He will never say, "यार मेरी गलती हो गई." Correct? This is what happens, guys. So now let's go ahead and make a hypothesis over here. All right. Say Rajni's changes were not effective. Then what would happen? If Rajni's changes had no impact, then what would happen? January, February would be some kind of a trend. That trend would more or less continue in March. That trend would continue in April. That same trend will continue in May and June as well. Correct, everyone? If Rajni's changes had no impact, the trends would more or less continue. Correct, everyone? Guys, yes, no, maybe. If Rajni's changes had positive impact, then what would happen? January, February would be some kind of a trend. Then in March, I will go ahead and start seeing a good spike. The spike would kind of continue in April. Then when her changes were revoked, then I will see a downward trend. And by the end of June, it will come back to the same level where it was earlier. Correct, everyone? If Rajini's changes were impactful, if they had positive impact, then this kind of a graph will show up. Guys, yes, no, maybe? If Rajini's changes were detrimental to the website, if they were negative for the website, then what will happen? January, February would be some kind of a trend. In March, I will see a downward sloping graph, which would continue in April. And once her changes were revoked, I will see some kind of an upswing. And by end of June, I should be back at pretty much at the same level where we were. Correct, guys? Yes, no, maybe? Does it make sense to everyone? So if my graph looks like A, then Rajni had no impact. If my graph looks like B, Rajni had positive impact. If my graph looks like C, Rajni had negative impact. Does it make sense to all? Let's see what the graph actually looks like. So I will stop comparing. I would want to go ahead and look from January 1st, 2016 till June 30th, 2016. Let's click on apply and let's look at the graph at monthly level. Now tell me what it looks like, A, B or C. Perfect. So what it means? It means that Rajni had a positive impact on our website. Does it make sense to all? As positive impact on the website. Correct, everyone? सही सही बताओ. Was it very difficult? Was it very complicated? Was it fun? Guys, no opinion? Was it fun to do? Was very logical, nothing out of the world. You did not have to have huge technical skills and all that. You just have to have a logical mindset, go one step at a time, and then find out what exactly is going on. Right, Pratik? Neeraj? Keshav? Tanmay? Priya? See, Keshav, this is how we actually go ahead and diffuse the corporate tensions, the team divisions. We let data go ahead and do the talking, create our hypothesis, validate by data, and then we go ahead and approach our stakeholders. I hope all of you had fun, guys. Great. So let's do one thing. Let's take a break over here. And then once we come back, I will go ahead and give you a bit more theory and then we will again go ahead and look into a case study. Okay? Yes, Rajni man of the match. Correct. A woman of the match in our case. Thanks, guys. Let's be back in 20 minutes.
Right, guys, are we all back? Back, everyone? All right, let's go ahead and start with cohort analysis now. Hey, guys, you there? Can you all hear me? Kya Keshav? Neeraj, Prateek? Thank you so much, Kya. Let's go ahead and start with cohort analysis. Again, a very, very advanced analytics topic. Not very intuitive. It's not very easy as well. But let's go ahead and start with it. Tell me first, what is the single most important metric through which we measure someone's success in India? What is that one metric through which we measure somebody else's success? All of you know about it, right? Uncle auntie बहुत बड़ी क्वेश्चन पूछ चुके हैं हमसे. How many of you have been asked this question? Beta, what is your package? Absolutely right, salary. Right, Neeraj? All of you would have been asked this question, right? Beta, kitna package aapka? Forget about other uncle and aunties. Even my mom actually goes and asks these questions sometimes. I'm like, ma, aise mat karo yaar. Right, everyone? Money that they are making. This is the most important metric for us. Let's go ahead and keep the same for now. I know it's a flawed metric, but let's go ahead and keep the same for now. I've got two batches, batch of 2010 and batch of 2015. Batch of 2010 is making, let's say, 17 lakhs per annum, and batch of 2015 is, let's say, making 7 lakhs per annum. So tell me, from our uncle and auntie's standpoint, which batch is more successful? Tell me, guys, which batch would be more successful? Batch of 2010, correct, everyone? Because they are making more money, correct? So, but this is not how marketers go ahead and decide. So what we do is, we will go ahead and create two cohorts. That is, batch of 2010 and batch of 2015. And then we will go ahead and try to measure where they were at different time intervals. That is, after first year of experience, second year of experience, third year of experience, fourth year of experience, fifth year of experience, sixth year of experience, seventh year of experience, eighth year of experience, and finally ninth year of experience, where they were. The batch of 2010 started with, say, 3 lakhs per annum, then went to 4 lakhs, then went to 5 lakhs, then went to 9 lakhs per annum, then went to 10, 11, then went to, say, 15, then went to 16, finally 17 lakhs per annum. Whereas batch of 2015 started with 4, 6, currently at 7. Okay, everyone? Now, when I go ahead and compare these two numbers like this, what I would be able to go ahead and see is that my batch of 2015 is actually doing 40% better than the batch of 2010. Correct, everyone? My batch of 2015 is actually doing better, 40% better than batch of 2010. because at the same point, my batch of 2010 was making 5 lakhs and they are making 7 lakhs. What further I can go ahead and see over here is that after every 2 or 3 years, my batch of 2010 seems to be getting a good hike. Like after 3 years, they got almost doubled. Right, everyone? They got 80% hike over here. Then after 6th year, they again got around 40% of hike over here. Can you all see this? It may be due to the fact that people tend to go and change their jobs every 3 years. Correct, guys? So I can assume the same thing is going to happen with my batch of 2015 as well. That they will also go ahead and get a good hike next year. Right, everyone? So what I'm trying to go and do over here is I'm actually going ahead and seeing the path of different groups of students on the basis of when did they pass out from the college. Does it make sense to all? Keshav, Neeraj, Prateek, Priya, Tanmay? This is what cohort analysis is all about. Now let's go ahead and see how to do it in Google Analytics, okay? Again, I will go to demo account. In audience section, I will connect to cohort analysis. And this is the report that I'm able to go and see. I will look at revenue metric, month wise. Let's look at it last 3 months, okay? Let me know once you all can actually go and see my report. I'll explain it to you what it means, but let me know once you all can actually go and see this. I hope all of you can see this report, right, everyone? Absolutely right, Keshav. So what it shows is that from 1st of September till 30th of September, I acquired people who came on my website for the very first time, around 51,000 people. Those people in the first month of their acquisition itself, that is in the month of September itself, they gave me around $4,667. I made this much of revenue from them. In the second month, that is in October, they gave me $30. The third month, that is in the month of November, they gave me $61. And in the month of December, till now, they gave me $71. Make sense? Similarly, in the month of October 1st to October 31st, I got somewhere around 50,000 users. Make sense to everyone? I acquired 50,000 users. In the first month itself, that is in the month of October, I got $7,241 from them. In the second month, that is in the month of November, I got $337 from them. Then in the third month, that is in the month of December, I made $127 from them. Now, in the month of November, I acquired somewhere around 57,000 users. In the first month of November itself, they gave me around $3,735. And then in the month of December, they gave me $308. Does it make sense to everyone? Guys, yes, no, maybe? Is this making sense to all of you? No, it doesn't. So number of visitors are right over here. So number of users that I acquired. This is the revenue that I made from them, Priya. Okay. So now one thing that you would notice over here is that the quality of the users that I acquired in the month of October was very high when compared with the quality of users that I acquired in month of September and November. Do you all agree? I got good quality users in October when compared to September and November. Make sense to all? Now what I can do is I can even go and break down this report at the level of week, not month, but week. Let me go and show you that as well for last 12 weeks. Again, I can go ahead and see similar kind of report, but what would really stand out over here is see the user group that I acquired from October 6th to October 12th. Can you all see this? The user group that I acquired in the week of October 6 to October 12 was fantastic. See, they gave me $4,489 in the first week itself. So you would want to go ahead and see, Kunal, we need to go ahead and relaunch these campaigns. The marketing strategies in this week was absolutely fantastic. We need to go ahead and do more of such marketing campaigns. Correct, everyone? You might want to go ahead and ask me, Kunal, what were the campaigns that we launched during this time? Should we go ahead and launch these campaigns once again? Right, everyone? So the question is how to go ahead and find out which campaigns we launched at this time. So what I can do is simply by left click, I can make a segment out of it. So I can go ahead and put a name over here, PBD December 21. And then let's go ahead and create the segment. Just by one left click, I have created the segment over here. Remember, we did talk about segmentation in our last class. Do you guys remember it? So now what I will do is I'll go to my acquisition reports, sorry, all traffic channels. Then we'll go ahead and look into the date range of 6 till October 12, 2001. So 6 to October 12. Let's apply this. You all see this data on my screen? And over here, I would be able to go ahead and see. So I've just put the segment. Keshav, you know how I created the segment? Just by left clicking. So after that, I've just gone to acquisition channels, all traffic channels report and change the date range from October 6, 2019 till October 12, 2019. So that I can see the exact channels that were responsible. Because that is the segment that we have selected, right, Keshav? To go ahead and find out which channels were responsible to go and get such good results. See, what happened was, let me show it to you. What happened was, we looked into this kind of a report and we saw that the users that we acquired from October 6 to October 12 were really good. Correct? Right, Priya? So we thought that whatever campaigns that we launched during this time, we should relaunch these campaigns. Any campaign that got such quality of users to us, we should go ahead and use those campaigns again and again. Right? Right, everyone? Does it make sense? So I did a left click on it and created a segment of it. See, October 6 to October 12, I made $4,489 in the first week itself. Right, Priya? In subsequent weeks, week 2, so my users, it seems, don't return on my website. You see this? People do not come back on my website from week 2 onwards. So that's a different thing, that if I have to go ahead and launch a retargeting campaign, how many of you see retargeting campaigns? Do you go ahead and see remarketing campaigns? Yes, Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, and all these kind of things. You see this? All these things? These are all retargeting campaigns. Correct, everyone? So these are all retargeting campaigns. So what they do is they tend to go ahead and see this kind of a report to see when people drop off from the website that they never return. And then during those times, they actually go ahead and push retargeting campaigns. Make sense, Priya? So as I see that people don't come to my website week 2 onwards, so every 2 weeks I will have to go and run a retargeting campaign for them. Make sense to all? Great. In addition to that, I have made a segment out of it. And for this date range, I'm trying to go ahead and see where people actually came from. Make sense, Keshav? Because I would want to go ahead and relaunch these campaigns. What I see over here is that my maximum revenue is actually coming from direct channel. Can you all see this? If your maximum revenue is actually coming from direct channel, what does it mean? It means that it is your offline marketing which is doing really, really well. What do you mean by offline marketing? Like TV, radio, newspapers, marketing campaigns in these channels where it's doing really well. This is why people are coming directly on the website. Does it make sense to all? Guys, yes, no, maybe? So this is the purpose of doing cohort analysis. Any question, any doubt over here? एक और केस स्टडी करें? Let's do another case study. All right, guys, let's do another case study. Or you want to do theory? Tell me what you want to do. Case study? Okay. So this is the case study that we will do right now. Oh, paid search is organic. Okay. Let's say I search for 5 flowers daily. Okay, Prateek. Now you see there are a lot of advertisements over here, right, Prateek? So first one, it's showcased as ad, same day flowers to India.
Do you see this? This is paid search. Ferns and petals, ad, paid search. Same day flowers in Delhi, igp.com, paid search. Similarly, all the pictures that you see on the right panel, this is all paid search. Okay, Prateek? See, it shows sponsored, right? Online flowers, this is an ad again. This is paid search. If I scroll down, now you see these links over here. It is not written as sponsored or ad, right, Prateek? So this is organic search. So if a person is coming from this link, this would be organic search. If a person is coming from this link, it would be paid search. So Prateek, what happens is, see this fernsandpetals.com, okay? fnp.com. Do you see this link? This is AdWords, right? So let's say somebody comes from here. And then this is the organic search page of the same website. Do you see this, Prateek? fnp.com, organic search. Now see what will happen. On paid search link, there would be something called as GCLID or UTM parameters. You see this, Prateek? On organic search, there won't be anything called as GCLID or a UTM or any of the UTM parameters for that matter. You see this, Prateek? That's how Google comes to know that whether a person is coming from GCLID, from paid search or organic search. So GCLID is a parameter that you set within Google Ads. Have you done SEM course, Prateek? SEM audio? No, okay. You will get more understanding of that. But what happens is that whenever we actually go ahead and bid on any kind of a keyword or and all, we have to go ahead and put a URL over there, right, Prateek? So if we want somebody, whenever somebody searches for Delhi flowers, our website name should come up, right? So on that, we'll have to go and specify the URL as well. What URL they should come in. Then over there as well, you will have to go ahead and specify what should be the ID of your campaign. That's when you go ahead and specify GCL ID. Okay, so this is how Google Analytics comes to know. Does it make sense to everyone? And let me go ahead and put up the question over here then. How many of you do have access to Google's demo account? Dan paid? Or what? I'm sorry, I did not understand. How now in report organics result is better? So that's my data, Prateek. It seems like on my website, people more often than come from organic search than come from paid search. Right? My users come more from organic search than paid search. That's how it is. It seems like that I do not go ahead and invest so much on organic, on paid search, or maybe I'm not doing SEM very well. But on my website, people come more from organic than paid. This is how it is. Get more SEO than SEM. I don't know whether it's good or not, Prateek. It's just this is how my data is. If I want to go ahead and invest more in paid search, this should go ahead and go up as well. Maybe it's an opportunity area for me. I would go ahead and tell my folks, you know what, go ahead and do better on paid search. I can go ahead and improve my budget on paid search. I can do all these kind of things. Make sense, Pratik? Yes, it's more like a cost benefit analysis. Absolutely correct, Keshav. So I will have to go ahead and see whether it is actually making sense for me to go ahead and invest more in paid search or not. यार organic से ठीक ही तो आ रहा है. Why should I go ahead and invest so much on paid search? All right. How many of you do have access to Google Analytics demo account? Do you have access to demo account? If not, please go to this link. Go to this link. You see this access demo account over here link on my screen. As you go to this link, you will be able to go ahead and see this access demo account. All you have to do is just click on this and it will go ahead and take you to Google Analytics demo account. And this is exactly how you will go ahead and see the data. Okay. So Pratik, social as well. You can actually have organic social and you can have paid social as well, right? Because nowadays you can actually go and put ads on Facebook and Twitter as well. Like this over here. This is an advertisement, correct? This is sponsored content. So as I click on this link, I will go on the website. Over here, there are UTM parameters which will let me know whether a person is coming from organic, social or paid social. This is the exact data that you will be able to go and look at, Keshav. Can you not look into this data? Create account. Let me go and can I make you a presenter, Keshav? Can you share your screen with me? Go ahead, share your screen, buddy. No, this is not what should happen. Go back to demo account. I don't know. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. No, 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 no. Scroll up. You see access demo account. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So let me go ahead and share my screen now. Right, everyone? Can you all see the screen now? Pratik, Neeraj, Alekhya, Tanmay, Priya. Priya has already said. Okay, perfect. So now on the left panel, if you see, there are conversions report. So I will go to conversions. Just look into my screen right now. Don't do anything on your screen. Okay, I will give you time. Go to conversions, then e-commerce. And over here, there is product performance report. Can you all see it on my screen? Great. So let's go to product performance report. Can you all do that, please, for me? So again, conversions, e-commerce, and then product performance report. This is where you all have to go to. And let me know once you all can see exact same data, okay? So this is the kind of data that you will be able to go and see. Let me know once you all can see this. Done, everyone? Perfect. Super. So let me go and put up the question on my screen, and the data will be on your screen. So this is the report that you'll have to refer to, okay? And mind you, this is not an easy case study. This is little complicated, but I promise that you would have fun. So I'm giving you 10 minutes. Go ahead and look into your data. I promise that you will have fun. Okay, this is the link to click. Just click on Access G account.
Product quality. Okay. I'll give you 5 more minutes, huh? It's very interesting, Priya. In fact, the clue is in the title of the case study. Okay, focus on utility bag, block notebook, super. Zip hoodies, okay. How about others? Okay, advertisement budget or can apply Pareto rule, okay. That's a very nice rule, by the way, Pareto rule. Do you guys know about it? What is this Pareto rule? Correct, Priya, 80-20 rule. 20% the items that give you 80% the revenue. Okay, let's go and do it together. No, we cannot go ahead and see how much did we spend, Keshav. That is not over here. So, before I go ahead and tell you about how to go ahead and solve this case study, do you guys remember this slide I showed you last time as well? When do we learn? When do we learn something new? We don't learn anything when we are staying in our comfort zone, correct? When we just keep on staying in our comfort zone, we will not learn anything. Correct, everyone? We don't learn anything whenever we are too outside our comfort zone. When we are way outside our comfort zone, then also we don't learn anything because then it's too stressful. Inside our comfort zone, it's too comforting. There's no stress, so we don't learn anything. Way outside our comfort zone, it's too stressful. Then again, we don't learn anything. Correct, everyone? There's too much of pressure to complete the task, not to learn anything. When do we learn? We learn when we go and take one step outside our comfort zone. Correct, everyone? So this is the sweet spot of learning. One step outside our comfort zone. Not too much outside our comfort zone, not inside our comfort zone. Make sense to everyone? So we will go and keep this thing in mind while going ahead and solving this case study. Okay, everyone?
Now again, I will go and look into the question. The question says that the quarter ending September 2018 showcased dismal numbers. Number one, how many of you agree with your CEO that quarter ending 2018 was actually bad? Do you all agree or not? Guys, yes, no, maybe? No one's agree? Then check. Okay. The first thing that we will do is we will go and check if our CEO is right or wrong. Right? We will not assume that our CEO is right. So first thing that we will do is what should be the date range over here? So quarter ending September 2018. So the date range should be July 1, 2018 till September 30, 2018. What is the quarter ending 2000, September 2018? July, August, September. Correct, everyone? This is the quarter, July 1st till September 30th, 2018. Does it make sense to all? Alekhya, Pratik, Tanmay? Quarter ending September 2018 would be July 1st to September 30th, 2018. Simple finance. Right, everyone? It's not month ending, it's quarter ending. So this is the data. First of all, I will check whether my CEO is right or wrong. How would I check? How would I check if it's good or bad? By comparing with same time period last year. Correct, everyone? Year on year comparison. Do we all agree to it? Guys, yes, no, maybe. So now, do you all agree with your CEO when you see this kind of a report? Now, what do you see when you see this kind of a report? Do you all agree with your CEO? Your revenue is down by around 70%. Can you all see this? Right, everyone? So there is a huge problem, correct? Let's go and look into the report. Now see, YouTube T Gray, we sold $20,000 this year. Last year we did not sell any of this t-shirt. Correct? $0. Great. Google sunglasses around 14,000 this year, 10,000 last year. Google notebook 13,000 this year, last year 6,900, which is again we are doing better this year. Last road canvas 13,000 this year, last year 0. Okay. Google thermal bottle this year 11,000, last year 0. Zip hoodie black this year 10,000, last year 0. Google flat front back. This year 10,000, last year 0. Can you all see this? Guys, do you see that there are a lot of products that we did not sell last year? There are a lot of products which we didn't sell last year, right? So there can be two reasons for it. Number one can be customers didn't buy these products last year, or we weren't selling these products last year. Correct, everyone? Guys, yes, no, maybe? Either people were not buying or we were not selling. This is why we are having 0 over there. Correct, everyone? Alekhya, Priya, Pratik, does it make sense? Tanmay, Keshav? Now, what is more probable over here? What do you think has more chances of happening? I mean, there are quite a few products didn't buy that people were not buying. See, there are quite a few products that had 0 sales last year. There are more chances that we weren't even selling these products, right? I mean, people did not even buy one of that product. Forget about very less. People did not buy at all. And there are quite a few products like this. So maybe these are all new products. Correct, everyone? Which means that we have changed our product catalog. Correct, everyone? We have added new products. We would have removed a few products as well. As yes, no, maybe. Priya, Keshav, Pratik, Neeraj. Does it make sense? Hmm. So let me go ahead and give you another way of finding it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip the date range. What do I mean by it is? So till now what we have done is we have compared this year with last year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put 2017 earlier, and then in later dates I will go ahead and put 2018. I will go ahead and compare last year with this year. So I will reverse the comparison. Okay. Now once I reverse the comparison, see what's going to happen. Okay. What I've done is I've just reversed the comparison. Do you all see this? Earlier, 2018 was earlier, and then I was using 2017. Now I've just flipped it. I'm having 2017 earlier. I have 2018 later on. Do you all see this? Now see how it's going to change my report. Now suddenly I will see all those products that I sold last year, but I am not selling this year. Can you all see this? Nest Cam outdoor security camera, $143,000 last year. 0 this year. Nest Learning thermostat, $132,000 last year. None this year. Nest Cam indoor security camera, $120,000 last year. 0 this year. Can you all see this? Nest Learning thermostat, 61,000 last year. 0 this year. Nest Protect Smoke, 50,000 last year. 0 this year. Can you all see this? Can you see a pattern over here? Can you see some pattern over here? These are all Nest products. Can you see it?
मोदी जी छेड़ी है मत
Guys, can you see it? These are all Nest products. Can you notice this thing, guys? Nest products that we were selling last year, it seems that we are not selling this year. Can I go ahead and check this? If that is the case, I will go ahead and put the report filter on over here for Nest products. And let's go ahead and filter this report. And boom, what do you see over here? Last year, I sold $681,000 of this Nest products. This year, how much did I sell? How much did I sell this year? Zero. Absolutely correct. Right, everyone? This year, I came down to zero. It's a report filter. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and stop comparing. And for a minute, let's go ahead and look into data from July 17 to September 2018. Sure, Keshav. And let's go ahead and look into monthly level. So what I've done over here is, Keshav, you see this search box over here? I've just put Nest over here. Okay. And then put a search. Okay, Keshav? Now what I can see over here is I was selling my Nest products, and then probably in May it started declining. In June it went down a lot, and by July I stopped selling these products on my website. Can you all see this? Right? So now let's go ahead and look into conversion report, again product performance report, but this time not with Nest products, just product performance report. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this Nest product filter, this report filter, and this is the data that I'm able to go ahead and see. Okay, now let me do one thing. Let me take a quick screenshot of this. Let's go ahead and put it over here. Okay, this is what I'm able to go ahead and see. And let's just put this data over here, this chart over here. Let's go ahead and this, and over here as well. Let's go ahead and crop it a little more so that it makes more sense. Yes, okay. Now let's go ahead and take a screenshot of this report as well. That is with Nest products only. Screen. We again go ahead and put up a chart over here. This one, and this. Now Control A, Control C. Go on to this thing right over here. This for overall sales. This is for Nest product only. Now tell me, can you all see these two graphs over here side by side? Can you all see these two graphs? They seem to be completely overlapping, right? It seems like that my revenue is completely dependent upon Nest products. Absolutely same pattern. Absolutely right, Keshav. Can you all see this? Prateek, Priya, Tanmay? Now, when you go ahead and see this kind of data, what would you tell your product team? Your product catalog team? What would you tell your product catalog team? Absolutely right. You'll say, dude, you have messed it up. Get that product back on the website. Correct, everyone? This is what you will say. Dude, you have messed it up. We need to go ahead and sell those Nest products on our website all over again. Correct, guys? This is what you will say. Priya, Prateek, Alekhya, Neeraj. Hmm. Could be. Maybe a brand has replaced Nest, but there is absolutely nothing which has replaced Nest Keshav, right? If I see from my data standpoint, there is no replacement. They might have tried to, but from my data, I can say, dude, you are not able to go and replace this product. Fad has gone like this from 150,000, from 700,000 products to zero. I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. I mean, did you see the report over here? From 700, almost $700,000 to zero. Fat doesn't go like this, Keshav. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go down to zero. It goes down gradually. Yes, product is not available. That's a different thing altogether. If its product is not available in the first place, that's a different thing altogether. But something like this happens, but you'll have to go ahead and try to get the product back, right? If they have stopped selling the product, that's a different thing altogether, Keshav, right? We cannot go ahead and do anything about it. But whenever you go ahead and see this kind of data, you will have to go ahead and talk to your product team to go ahead and get this product back on the website, correct? So, you know what? This is exactly what happened. Do you remember a time when Flipkart stopped selling Xiaomi phones? Yes, when Amazon took over Xiaomi phones and Flipkart stopped selling Xiaomi phones altogether. And this is exactly what happened with them. They saw the sales in mobile category took a huge nosedive because it was not just about the phone, it was about the covers, the screen guards, the headsets, the headphones, so many other things. And the whole category took a dip. And what Flipkart did later on? They went back to Xiaomi phones and got the contract back in place. Right, guys? This is what happened. Flipkart had to go back to Xiaomi phones and get the brand back on its portal. Do you all know about it? Guys, yes, no, maybe? Guys, yes, no, maybe? Didn't make sense to you, Neeraj? It made sense. Okay, great. So, guys, these are the. I hope that you had fun with this, guys. I mean, this is like. These are the kind of case studies that will actually help you to go ahead and understand the kind of business problems that we all deal with every single day. Correct, guys? These are the kind of problems that a data analyst will have to go ahead and deal with. Why my sales are down, why my numbers are down, and you'll have to go and look into all these different angles of the report to go ahead and understand it in a little better way. Make sense? Now tell me how easy or difficult it is. Okay, you first of all tell me, do you think your CEO or your regional heads or your area heads will go into these reports or will get into this depth of details? Would they do that? No, they wouldn't, right? What they would want is something quick fire, some easy tool that can actually help them understand what exactly is going on, right? Some easy way to analyze, some dashboards, right, everyone? They will not want to get into these kind of reports, right? They would want to go ahead and see the dashboards. They would want to go ahead and see the high level details of what exactly is going on. Correct, everyone? So let's go ahead and see how to create a dashboard within Google Analytics. Okay. So I will go back to my account. All right. Tell me for your area head or for your regional heads, what would be the most important metrics for them? Tell me what would be the most important metrics for them? Would want to see users. How many users came on their website? How many sessions came on their website? How many page views happened? What was the bounce rate? Correct, everyone? They would want to go ahead and see the number of transactions happened. Guys, yes, no, maybe. अब थक गए आज? Your average session duration? थक गए केशव? Okay, last topic and then we will go and stop over here, okay? I promise, last topic, just dashboarding. Then you would want to go and see the revenue that you are making. You would want to go and see your conversion rate. You would also want to go and see which channels are actually going ahead and bringing you most traffic and most revenue. You would want to go and see the city contributing the most. You would want to go ahead and see spends we don't get in Google Analytics, Keshav. Remember, we get user behavior on our website. We don't get spend information on Google Analytics, right? Spends you'll have to get from Google AdWords or something like that. You would want to go and see your top selling products. Correct, everyone? Now think about it. How long would it take us to go ahead and create this kind of a dashboard which has all, yes, year on year change? How long would it take us to go ahead and create this kind of a dashboard with all these kind of details? What do you think? I mean, you have to go and create the dashboard, Keshav. This is very custom, right? If you have to go ahead and create a report like this on Excel, how long would it take you to go and create this kind of a report? All right. How about if I say 5 minutes? Would you believe me? If I tell you that all this can be done in 5 minutes, I will show it to you, Priya. All right, let's go ahead and somebody give me a time check, okay? It's already 1:03 p.m. on by my watch, okay? Let's go ahead and see if I can go ahead and get it done by 1:08 p.m. or not. It's up year-on-year change. All right, so what I will do is I will go to customizations and I will go to dashboards, okay? And then I will go ahead and create a new dashboard. PPT December 21 digital marketing dashboard. Let's create a new dashboard, okay? So first of all, what I want is I want users. Users over here, and there's the user option. I will get users from here, and I will click on save. And my users would be coming up over here. So I do not want to go ahead and see this. I just want to go ahead and see. Let's say 18. Okay. Now I will add another widget. I want to see number of sessions. I will go into metrics. Well, type sessions over here. These are the number of sessions. I will click on save. And here's my sessions coming up over here. Okay, saying new widget. Let me go ahead and change the name as well. Save. Now I'll add a new widget where I would want to go and see page views. There it is, page views. And we'll click on save. It's coming up over here. I will add a new widget where I will have bounce rate. Again, a metric, bounce rate. And we'll click on save. You see, all this thing is coming up automatically over here. Correct, everyone? I'll add another widget where I would want to go ahead and see a geography. I want to go ahead and see a geography. I would want to go ahead and see cities, not country, but cities. And I would want to go ahead and see revenue over here. In my case, this would be goal value. And there it is. And it is created right over here, right? So I can drag this and put it right over here on the top. I can add another widget where I'm having goal value. Click on save. And this thing is coming up over here. So I can put it right over here. So if you want, you can actually go ahead and change the region as well. So you can go ahead and put India over here if you want to. Right, Keshav? So it would be centered only in India. Add another widget. Add a table this time. I would want to go ahead and see channels. I would want to go ahead and see number of sessions. And I would want to go ahead and see goal value, which is like the revenue. And put this widget right over here. Again, go ahead and move it right here. Add another widget. And again, put a metric over here for say conversion rate. Goal conversion rate. Save. And put this widget right over here. Add one more widget, let's say total number of goal completions. Goal completions. And put it right over here again. Right? And there's 108 and my whole dashboard is complete. Can you all see this? All my metrics that I wanted, the reports that I wanted, all this already completed. Correct, everyone? Now, if I want to go ahead and see an year-on-year rate change, what I would do? Let's have data from January 1, 2017 till December 31, 2017. I can go ahead and compare to previous year. Go ahead and get the year-on-year changes. Can you all see this, guys? Guys, yes, no, maybe. Tell me how awesome is it? Now tell me everyone how amazing it is. Sure, I'll tell you. But this thing makes sense to you, Priya? All right. Now, after customization, what you have to do is just click on dashboard. You see this dashboard over here, Priya? This is it. And then create a new dashboard. And this is how you would create it. See how long does it take? And you can go ahead and do it for each of the segment as well. For example, people who are coming from organic search. And then people who are coming from paid. Apply. All these things can be done. Now tell me how amazing it is. You can get into all these kinds of details. Right, everyone? Cool, right? We can get so many details right away. Within 5 minutes, we have created this kind of a dashboard. So guys, this is the power of Google Analytics. I really hope that you like this tool. This is one of the most powerful tool that you will ever use. Right, guys? Any questions, any doubts over here, guys? अब मुझे पता है सबके सब बहुत थक गए हैं. I will not go ahead and do any more. But in next session, this is what I will go ahead and teach you. Okay, let me go ahead and show you something really cool to you. Okay, can you all see this on my screen? This dashboard on my screen. So right now I've showed you this kind of a dashboard, right? This is pretty decent, right? That you can actually go ahead and get a good idea of what exactly is going on. What if you are having this kind of a dashboard? Can you see it on my screen? Okay, now see what's going to happen. So I have made around $360,000 with 62% of bounce rate, 12,000 users and 14,000 sessions, right? What if you tell me, Kunal, tell me how much of revenue we made in 2017? Okay, I will go ahead and click on here. Let's select 2017. You see all the numbers changed over here. I can tell you that I made $131,000 in 2017. Then you might ask me, Kunal, how much did we make on Saturdays and Sundays of 2017? I'll be like, okay, I can go ahead and select Saturday and Sunday. of 2017. Then you can say, okay, Kunal, tell me how much money did I make from email campaigns on Saturday, Sundays of 2017. So I can go and click on just email. Tell me how amazing it would be to go ahead and create this kind of a dashboard. Tell me how cool would it be to go ahead and have this kind of a dashboard with your stakeholders. Any idea how long would it take for me to go ahead and create this kind of a dashboard? Absolutely right, Priya. How did you know? 5 minutes flat, and we can go ahead and create this kind of a dashboard. Cool, right? You know why am I teaching you all these things? This is not a part of Google Analytics, correct? This is not a part of Google Analytics. Why am I telling you all these things? Any idea? I'll tell you why. Any idea how many digital marketers would be out there? How many digital marketers would be out there in the industry right now? Thousands, hundreds of thousands, right, everyone? Why should you get a job over other digital marketers? Because you know something that others don't. Correct, everyone? Because you can do things that others can't. Absolutely correct, Priya. So if you think that I'm stretching you, if you think that I'm making you work hard, if you think that I'm actually going ahead and covering more topics than necessary, then this is the reason, guys. Right, everyone? This is why we are focused so much on the case studies. This is why we are focused so much on these extra activities. I hope that you guys don't mind it, right? But don't worry about it. We will go and look into the dashboard next week, not right now. All right, everyone. So I'll just go ahead and quickly tell you about the task that you will have to go and do this week. This is a task of UTM parameters. What you have to do is just create your landing page and then put your UTM parameters and then look into the reports within UTM source and medium reports within acquisition. Remember we did this in our last session. How many of you remember that? Great. Then you'll have to go and look into the campaign reports within the Google Merchandise Store, the Google demo account. Use your own blog's landing page. Priya, remember you have created a blog, right? So use the landing page over there. Then UTM parameters. So then these are some of the reports that you'll have to go and look into. Okay, so these are some of the tasks that you'll have to go and do this week. And then again, multi-channel funnels that we have talked about, and then in conversion paths. It's okay. You can actually go and just create the landing page, make some test, and you will be able to go and see some data within 24 to 48 hours, right, Priya? Make a landing page, make your UTM URL, and then just make some tests. That's it. All right, everyone. Any question, any doubt? Guys, this is the feedback link. If you can please let me know how did the session go, what you liked, what you did not like, how can we go ahead and make it better. And remember, next session is our last session in which we will do predictive analytics. All of you must have heard about machine learning and big data and all these kind of things, right? Artificial intelligence and all. How many of you have heard about it? We will go ahead and do that mathematics in our next session. And I promise you, I will make it very simple. Very simple, very easy. Okay. We will go ahead and do that Priya next in our next session. So be very excited. Okay, everyone. So please do go ahead and put in your feedback over there, guys. That would really help me a lot. I hope that you all had fun, and we will go ahead and meet up on next Saturday. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. You all take care. Yep, last Saturday of 2019. Thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye. Bye, guys. Take care.